Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Home with Kim. So in today's video, it's kind of over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. This is a Saturday. I'm going to be making a loaf of sourdough bread. I have been loving doing this, and it's been, I don't know, I'd say almost a year of me making a loaf every week. My family loves it. I love it. I pretty much have a slice every day for breakfast. So it started with me feeding the sourdough Friday night, a 1:2 ratio. My house is cold, so it takes at least 12 hours for that to double. So I do it Friday night before I go to bed, and then I just put it on my counter, loosely covered, and usually at some point on Saturday, depending on the temperature in my house, it doubled in size, and I begin my baking. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, the sourdough did double, and it was nice and bubbly. So here I am. I'm getting the mix together, the dough mix together. I will leave a recipe in the description box for anybody who wants to give it a try. I highly recommend it. I've been using this recipe since I started, and it's been foolproof, and it works every time. So I just put 100 grams of my sourdough, active bubbly sourdough starter, in my bowl here. Then I'm adding, I like to do warm, not hot, but warm water, 400, oops, see, just a little bit over I went, but I put 420 grams of warm water. And you'll see I mix this up with my dough mixer, zero out the scale, and I mix this up till it's nice and incorporated. It literally takes a second. It mixes so well with this little dough whisk. Love it. I'm slowly getting all of these supplies that I really could use to bake my sourdough. Again, like I said, it is just, I don't know, there's something about it. Watching it grow. As you can see in my cake dish there to the left, I have last week's loaf. Last week's loaf, I made I call it a specialty loaf. Onion and cheddar loaf. It was delicious. But I think everybody's tired of it. I will keep it to the side. And we'll probably finish it over this weekend. So I have room for my new loaf, which is just a plain loaf. Okay, so I put the bowl back on my scale, and now I'm going to add 600 grams of the bread flour. I like to use the unbleached organic bread flour. 600 grams. You see, I had to open up another bag. I go through quite a bit of flour. 600 grams a week. Okay, so you'll see, I just want you to see how this comes together. It's so simple. And it's like I feel like a gourmet cook every time I make it. Once it's done, I can't believe I created this loaf. You'll see at the end. It's fun. Okay, so could use something bigger, but I'm using my spoon to put in the rest up to 600. Okay, then the salt, 15 grams of salt. I just use the regular table salt that I use every day. So I like to start mixing it at the bottom of the bowl to make sure that, you know, all the flour gets incorporated into the water from the beginning very easily, so I don't have lots of dry clumps at the bottom. At first, it feels like, oh my gosh, we definitely need more water. There's too much flour to water. But be patient and stick with it. Trust the process, because it does come together. You'll see. And it pretty quickly, too. I'm trying to make sure that the mixer goes to the bottom of the bowl to get any of the dry flour at the bottom, incorporate it into the dough. I just switch hands because it does get tiresome. But really fairly quickly it comes together. I'm just checking to make sure there's no dry flour at the bottom of the bowl. And then I just really make sure that I get it mixed well so that there's no, dry clumps of that flour in there. And as I say, you mix it till it becomes like a shaggy dough, which I guess you'll see. This is pretty much what shaggy dough looks like. And then what I'm going to do is cover it. I have like saran wrap covers that fit around the bowl. I like to use those for this, and I leave it on the counter. I put a timer for 30 minutes. And every 30 minutes for 3 times, I do a stretch and fold. And unfortunately, I recorded the first stretch and fold, but not the rest. I thought I hit start on my computer. I'm not on the computer, on the phone, but I didn't. But you'll see. You'll see. So there it goes. Put everything away, and for 30 minutes, it sits. And I will do my first stretch and fold in a few. Okay, guys, so it's been 30 minutes. My timer went off. I'm going to do my first stretch and fold. Let me fix the camera here so you guys can see it better. See, my shaggy dough ball. I like to wet my fingers up a little bit so the dough doesn't stick and it's easy to handle. And this, I don't care about the temperature of the water. I don't use a lot, just a little bit to wet the tips of my fingers. I'm just washing my hands first, of course. There we go. Just lift and stretch. And you do the 4 sides. And already, even after the 30 minutes, the first stretch and fold, you'll see how it starts to smooth out the dough. It's incredible. That's it. So I just cover it back up and wait another 30 minutes and do it again, and then one more time. And then it goes into the proofing stage. All right, guys. So, second stretch and fold I missed. This is the third one. I pretty much did it, and then I forgot to hit play, getting used to filming everything. So I'm just doing coil folds, I think they're called. But you see how the dough is so nice and smooth. It's tight. It's not easily stretchable anymore. So there it is. So I'm going to cover it, and my stove has a proofing setting on it. So I like to use that because, like I said earlier, my house is freezing. I like it cool in here. So I put it on the proof setting, and I put it in there. It usually takes about 4 hours. So I do cover it, and in it goes. So tonight, before I go to bed, it should be ready to shape and put in the fridge, which I didn't tape. I'm so sorry. I will do this all over again another time and record the shaping. But I did shape it before I went to bed and put it in the fridge. So there it is. I took it back out this morning. It's now Sunday morning. I warmed up my oven at 450 with the Dutch oven in there, so it's nice and hot. And here's my loaf. It's nice and cold, so it's easy to score. And I just put a little bit of flour that's going to be the bottom of the loaf where it's on the parchment paper. And you'll see, I'm just going to flip it out. I'm going to score it and put her in the oven. We're going to have her for a dinner tonight. There she is. So I like to put a little bit of flour, rub her in. It just looks pretty when she comes out of the oven. Another fancy tool I bought myself. I feel like each week I do something a little bit different. It's fun. It's fun to see the finished product. She's beautiful. Don't mind my Dutch oven. It just doesn't come clean. After using it every week for almost a year in the high oven, this is what it looks like. But that's it. She's going to go in 450 for 20 minutes with the lid on. Then I take the lid off and another 20 minutes, and that's it. Okay, 20 minutes with the lid on, 20 minutes off. Okay, so while that is in the oven, baking away, and the house is starting to smell so nice, I gotta tackle some laundry. It's cozy Sunday at home, just putzing around the house. And this is my laundry nightmare, my laundry room, which is not really a room, it's a closet. So it does kind of spill out into the house. But that's okay, we live here and I don't stress over it. So I have to fold this load and just get another one going. Okay, so I'm just going to come into my family room and straighten up a little bit before I sit down and fold this load of laundry. And once I'm done, I'm going to do a quick vacuum too. Okay, so the 20-minute timer is going off, and this is what the loaf looks like after 20 minutes. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, we're just gonna put her back in now for another 20 minutes, and then she'll be done. And in the meantime, the house smells delicious. And here she is. She's beautiful. She's nice and crispy and soft on the inside. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by to spend some time with me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.